Hey pop shoppers, welcome to Ed Rambeau's little corner of the world.
You to me are sweet as roses in the morning. You to me are soft as summer rain at dawn. In love we share, that's something rare. The sidewalks in the street, the concrete and the clay beneath my feet begins to crumble, but love will never die, because we'll see the mountains tumble before we say goodbye.
Hey everybody, this is Ed Rambeau, and for the next half hour, I'd like to thank you all once again for joining me in my little corner of the world. And for anyone who happens to be joining us for the very first time tonight, allow me to shout out a great big welcome, and I hope this is just the beginning of your enjoying weeks and weeks of many more shows to follow. When choosing tonight's theme, which is Elements, by the way, I discovered that there are a lot more songs that fall into this category than would fit into a single half-hour show. As a result, tonight's theme will be Elements Part 1, which means 2 weeks from this evening, I'll be continuing this theme with Elements Part 2. To kick off tonight's festivities, here's an element we not only see every day, but couldn't possibly live without. I'm talking about the sky, which of course comes in many shades and colors. And for this evening, I thought we'd celebrate an orange-colored sky.
I was walking along, minding my business, when out of an orange-colored sky, flash, bam, alakazam, wonderful you walked by. I was humming a tune, soaking in sunshine, when out of that orange-colored view, wham, bam, alakazam, I gotta look at you. One look and I yelled timber, watch out for flying glass. Then the ceiling fell in and the bottom fell out. I went into a spin and I started to shout, this is it, this is it, this is it. Just walking along, minding my business, when love came and hit me in the eye. Flash, bam, alakazam, out of an orange-colored sky. Flash, bam. One look and I yelled timber, watch out for flying glass. Then the ceiling fell in and the bottom fell out. I went into a spin and I started to shout, this is it, this is it, this is it. I've been hit. I was walking along, minding my business, when love came and smacked me in the eye. Flash, bam, alakazam, out of an orange. I'm not talking blue, I said orange. It wasn't even purple, it was orange. Shocking, bright, bold, orange-colored sky.
The term orange-colored sky brings a familiar phrase to mind, a phrase I believe that was given to us by sailors, and it goes like this. Red sky at morning, sailor's warning. Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Now that we've talked about the element of the sky, let's introduce two elements that come from the sky, rain and sunshine. And if that's not a perfect intro into my song, nothing is. Come rain or come shine.
I'm gonna love you like nobody's loved you. Come rain or come shine. high as a mountain and deep as a river. Come rain or come shine. I guess when you met me, it was just one of those things. But don't ever bet me, 'cause I'm gonna be true if you let me. You're gonna love me like nobody's loved me. Come rain or come shine. Happy together, unhappy together, and won't that be just fine? Days may be cloudy or sunny, we're in or we're out of the money, but I'm with you always. I'm with you, rain or shine. Days may be cloudy or sunny, whether we're in or whether we're out of the money. I'm with you, baby. I'm with you, rain or shine.
Thus far, we've talked about the sky and the two elements that come from it, which are rain and sunshine. So now let's talk about what the rain and sunshine produce, which is a perfect lead-in to a song found on my original Concrete and Clay album. I'm referring to Look for the Rainbow.
Darling, though everything's gone wrong, and our hearts are filled with tears and pain, rainbows will always follow rain. Don't cry, look for the rainbow. Head high, look for the rainbow. Rainbows always follow the rain. It's always darkest before the dawn, so happiness can follow misery. Soon all our troubles will be gone. Don't cry, look for the rainbow. Get high, look for the rainbow. Rainbows always follow the rain. Although I gotta leave you for a while, I'll be we'll work out a wait and see. And all our love dreams, they can still come true, as long as you love me and I love you. Don't cry, look for the rainbow. Get high, look for the rainbow. Rainbows always follow the rain. Now don't cry, look for the rainbow. Get high, look for the rainbow. Rainbows always follow the rain.
My God, I sound like a child on that recording, don't I? This next element brings us to a song written by Jerome Kern with lyrics by Otto Harbach for their 1933 musical entitled Roberta. It was brought back to life in 1958 with a recording by the Platters. The element is smoke, and the song is Smoke Gets in Your Eyes.
They asked me how I knew my true love was true. I, of course, replied, something here inside cannot be denied. They said someday you'll find all who love are blind. Oh, when your heart's on fire, you must realize smoke gets in your eyes. So I chaffed them and I gaily laughed to think they could doubt my love. Yet today my love has flown away. I am without my love. Now laughing friends deride tears I cannot hide. Oh, so I smile and say, when a lovely flame dies, smoke gets in your eyes. Smoke gets in your eyes.
For those of you who may have just tuned in, you're listening to Ed Rambeau, and this is My Little Corner of the World on MemoryLaneOldies.com. Tonight's theme, Elements, Part 1. However, before moving on, by now you all know the drill. It's time to bring out America's favorite pussycat, Talking Tom. What say you, little buddy?
Hi, Eduardo, and all my adoring fans out there. I hope this evening finds you all well, considering what Eduardo has been putting you through with his dreadful singing.
Never mind. Just tell your story. Earlier you said you had a true story for us tonight.
Yes, I do. Last night, about 3 a.m., Sheldon frantically came rushing into our room saying, "Mom, Dad, wake up. I think I hear burglars in our kitchen." So, Angelina and I quietly made our way to the top of the stairs, and when Angelina peeked down over the banister, she turned to me and said, "I think I hear them munching. I believe they're eating my tuna fish casserole." I said, "Oh, really? Well, that should teach them to break into this house."
So when did you get out of the hospital, Tom?
Just a few hours ago. Why?
Never mind. Say goodnight, little buddy.
Good evening, everyone. I'm sorry I have to leave so soon and turn you back over to Eduardo, but please let it be known that you all have my deepest sympathy.
Hey. You know, Tom, with remarks like that, I'm beginning to think you have very little respect for me.
Ah, come on, Eduardo. I love you. I really do. I mean, so much so, I'm even thinking of being you for Halloween.
Just say goodnight.
Good night, my adoring fans. See you in 2 weeks. But for now, my catnip awaits.
Huh. You're lucky that's all that awaits you, little monkey. Well, once again, there you have it, my friends. America's favorite pussycat, Talking Tom. Returning now to tonight's theme, Elements Part 1, let's turn to a song I wrote, which includes tons and tons of elements. Starting with its title, Don't Blame the Sun, it also contains lyrics that include elements like the river, the sea, the mountains, the moon, and the list goes on and on. From my CD entitled Rambeau Safari, please enjoy my original composition highlighting myriads of elements. Don't Blame the Sun.
Don't blame the sun, don't blame the river, and don't blame anybody else. Don't blame the sea, don't blame the mountains, don't blame the world, just blame yourself. I know you'd like to blame the sunshine, so go ahead, give it a try. But let me tell you, this is one time when it would be a lie. Don't blame the moon, don't blame the water, don't blame the teardrops in your eyes. Don't blame the earth, don't blame the planets, just blame the one who never tries. I never thought that I would lose her, but she's gone away. I swear I never did abuse her, but she left anyway. Don't blame the sun, don't blame the sun, don't blame the flowers, don't blame the flowers, just blame the one who's torn apart. Don't blame the sky, don't blame the sky, don't blame the showers, don't blame the showers, just blame your sad and broken heart. Don't blame the gods, don't blame the moonlight, don't blame the dust upon the shelf. Don't blame the clouds, don't blame the starlight, don't blame a thing, just blame yourself. You better get used to the feeling of being alone on your own. It might take time to do some healing now that she has left home. Don't blame the sun, don't blame the music, don't blame the song or the dance. It's over and done, but you didn't choose it. You're just not good at romance.
That was my original composition, Don't Blame the Sun, one of 12 songs found on my CD entitled Rambeau Safari, A Brave New Adventure. And the reason it's subtitled A Brave New Adventure is because, in addition to writing and arranging every song on the CD, I also played every single instrument for all 12 songs using my Korg M3. With that said, I hope you enjoyed it. The next element brings us to a beautiful song recorded by Johnny Mathis for the 1957 film of the same name. The element is the wind, and the song and the movie title is Wild is the Wind.
Love me, say you do. Let me fly away with you, for my love is like the wind, and wild is the wind. Give me more than one caress, satisfy this hungriness. Let the wind blow through your heart, for wild is the wind. You touch me, I hear the sound of violins. You kiss me, and with your kiss the world begins. You're spring to me, all things to me. Your life itself. Like a leaf clings to a tree. Oh, my darling, cling to me, for we're creatures of the wind, and wild is the wind, the wind. Wild is my love for you.
We've talked about the element of smoke, we've talked about wind, so now let's turn our attention to fire, with this song written by yours truly for my CD entitled Romantic and Sexy. I call it Lips on Fire.
Hey! Hey! When you smile, you knock me off my feet. Guys go wild when you walk down the street. With your style, you put me in a daze. Tell your child you set me all ablaze. You set my lips on fire every time we kiss. You set my lips on fire. Never felt like this. Oh no. On the bandstand when we rock and roll, touch my hand and I just lose control. In the dark, girl, you can be my bitch. Like that spark, girl, come on, flip that switch. I set my lips on fire every time we kiss. You set my lips on fire. Never felt like this. Oh no, oh start those kisses. Make the night ignite, so I set my lips on fire. Every time we kiss, you're setting my lips on fire. Never felt like this. Oh no, oh
no. Oh baby, you're so tough, and I can't get enough, 'cause you got the right stuff. Come on, girl, call my bluff and kiss me rough.
hey, guys go mad when you walk in the place. You're so bad, I gotta kiss your face. You know how, babe, to get to my heart. Do it now, babe. Let the fire start. Start setting my lips on fire. Every time we kiss, you're setting my lips on fire. Never felt like this. Oh no, oh no. That's it, baby, come on. That's it, she's getting it, yeah, she's getting it.
That was my original composition entitled Lips on Fire, and I certainly hope it was to your liking. The final song for this evening, fitting into the theme of elements, contains two elements in its song title that are indeed very dear to me. I think you'll get the picture upon hearing the very first note of the musical intro.
You to me are sweet as roses in the morning. You to me are soft as summer rain at dawn. In love we share, that's something rare. The sidewalks in the street, the concrete and the clay beneath my feet begins to crumble, but love will never die, because we'll see the mountains tumble before we say goodbye. My love and I will be in love eternally, and that's the way it's meant to be. All around I see the purple shades of evening, and on the ground the shadows fall, and once again you're in my arms so tenderly. The sidewalks in the street, the concrete and the clay beneath my feet begins to crumble, but love will never die, because we'll see the mountains tumble before we say goodbye. My love and I will be in love eternally, and that's the way it's meant to be. The sidewalks in the street, the concrete and the clay beneath my feet begins to crumble, but love will never die, because we'll see the mountains tumble before we say goodbye. My love and I will be in love eternally, and that's the way it's meant to be. That's the way it's meant to be. That's the way
concrete and clay, two elements that are indeed very dear to my heart. Well, my friends, that about wraps it up for Elements Part 1, so be sure to tune in 2 weeks from this evening for Elements Part 2. And remember, all my radio shows are archived on YouTube with complete visuals. To access them, simply type Ed Rambeau Radio into YouTube search box. If you happen to know the specific number of the show you'd like to hear, for this one, for example, is like Radio Show 209, simply type the following into YouTube search box. Ed Rambeau, Radio Show 209. With that said, this is Ed Rambeau, and from my little corner of the world to yours, until we meet again 2 weeks from tonight, may your days be filled with lots of love and everything you desire. Now let's return to Mr. Stu Weiss, who is eagerly waiting in the wings with his Pop Shop Extraordinaire. Good night with buckets of love, everyone!